Hi guys! I just wanted to update everybody on me getting my biopsy. There is another new milestone in my life that I experienced, and it was the very first time for me ever, and that was riding the town bus. I've never done that yet to this very day. I know I said I was going to do it numerous times, but it just didn't happen because I ended up getting different rides, you know, and if I can get a free ride, of course I'm going to grab that instead of taking the bus. But today I had no other ride, so yeah, I took the bus and I actually took some video of it, so I'll show you that. So, my very first time on the bus. We're on our way to the hospital so I can get my biopsy. It's scary, but at least I'm not alone. Here we go. Doctor's office. They can't do that there.
That's what I was wondering. I was like,
no, it's the hospital.
It's like one of my big fears of hospitals.
Why?
They're terrible.
You're not there for you.
No, I know, but like, I'm always scared that I'm gonna like go in and then something happens where they like need me to get blood work done or something.
No, you need an appointment for this kind of stuff. They're not going to just take you off the street. Unless you go to Emerge, but we're not going there. We're going to like day surgery.
Do you want to visit that?
Yeah.
Next, Employers Home Care Center.
Yeah, push it in. Oh, there you go.
Okay. This is our stop. I was still recording, so here's the hospital over here. That was awkward. Alright, well here we are at the hospital waiting room. It is now 10 a.m. My appointment's 10:45. So nobody here but me and my daughter. So we're just sitting and waiting. But yeah, that was emotional for me, riding on the bus for the very first time ever. So another new first accomplished. I'm hoping this procedure isn't difficult. I'm nervous though, because I know last time it was pretty awful. So yeah, I got back from having my biopsy and it's everything that I remember. I still have my hospital bracelet on. Because it was done in the ambulatory care for day surgery. He did a pap test while he was in there doing, you know, getting the sample for the biopsy. But yeah, he was discussing with me about how things have been lately. Like, he didn't know I had gastric bypass surgery, and I told him that ever since I had my surgery, periods started coming back. And so he asked me some questions, like, you know, maybe that I'm going through the change or whatever. He asked if I'm having like hot flashes and etc. And I told him no, I'm not having any of that yet. And I said the thing is I'm severely anemic and I really don't want to be having periods because I can't afford to lose any blood. And so he said the only way you're going to get rid of your periods completely is if you get a hysterectomy. Those are not the words I wanted to hear. I thought maybe, you know, replacing the IUD might help because the one I have just isn't working. But no, he didn't even suggest that this time. He did say that, you know, I'm supposed to have the IUD in for 5 years, so I still have another 2 years with it. So he decided to just leave it in. And another thing, when he went in, he couldn't even find the strings for the IUD, so it must have shifted. I don't know if that's why it's not working anymore or what the deal with that is, but yeah, I don't know. Actually brought my daughter with me in hopes that she could come in the room with me, but he didn't allow it. The nurse told me it's for dignity reasons or whatever. He doesn't feel comfortable doing these type of procedures in front of other people. But the thing is, like, this doctor is one of the very few that we have in town that actually delivers babies. He never delivered any of mine, but when I had my babies, my kids were even allowed in the room, you know. So I don't know, it was different. I brought her for some moral support and to be there, you know, to hold my hand, because I remember the experience I had last time when I had this procedure done, and it was awful. It was so bad. I cried and I literally was screaming on the table because I was in so much pain. It hurt so much. I'm not going to say it didn't hurt this time, because it absolutely did hurt. It still hurt. I had to like really breathe in and breathe out slowly. I felt like I was getting lightheaded because I don't know. I'm not sure if this is just the way the procedure is and it's always like this, or if he's just rough. I really don't know, but it hurt. It hurt a lot. I didn't get to the point of actually crying this time like I did last time, or screaming. I literally, like, after the procedure was done last time when I had it done, I almost passed out. Literally, my vision went completely black, and I had to hold on to the hospital table that I was laying on, and I don't know. They literally wheeled me out to the car in a wheelchair that time. That's how bad it was. This time I walked out on my own, but it still was pretty bad. Oh, it sucks being a woman sometimes. I don't know. These things we have to go through, and it's so funny how they call us the weakest sex, but yet look what we have to go through. It's crazy. Sure, men may be physically stronger than us, like body-wise, but I don't know. I feel like women in all other aspects are really the strong ones, but I could be just biased because I'm a woman. Anyways, I'm having my lunch here. All it is just a bowl of salmon. That's all. I opted for no lettuce this time. I'm not having it in a wrap or no bread, nothing. Just eating it with a little bit of mayo in a bowl. So yeah, that's my lunch. And not only that, for an entire can, which I'm gonna try to eat the whole can, 40 grams of protein. I might only be able to eat half of it though. This looks pretty big, but we'll see. But either way, still 20 grams of protein, and I'll be finishing it all today regardless. I think I'm going to be making some tilapia for supper, so I'll probably show that later too if I'm actually hungry after eating this. But other than that, yeah, I made it home. And it's quite funny because on our way back from the hospital, this bus was like full the second time, like on our way home. And sure enough, who's sitting in the first seat? Like as you enter the bus? My mother! It was so funny to see her. So I sat right beside her, and I'll show you a little picture here. Look who I happened to find on my way going home. My mother. She's on the bus. What a nice surprise.
Yes.
So she's gone to go meet her friend at the mall.
Yep.
Isn't she the sweetest? I love her so much. But yeah, it was so cool to actually be out and see her on the bus like that. She does it all the time, so it's nothing new to her, but yeah, that was so cool. She was going to go meet her friend, because my mother actually has a life. She went to meet her friend at the mall. Just to chit chat, you know, spend some time together. So that was sweet. I told her I would have loved to go with her, but my daughter, she doesn't like bus rides. They make her very, very sick. So I didn't feel right just leaving her and going off with my mom like that, because I was so grateful she even came with me. So grateful. Even though she wasn't allowed in the room, it was probably for the best that she didn't come in anyways, because seeing that procedure, she probably would have passed out. Remember last time I had her with me when I went to get my blood taken, and she had to lie down because she was about to pass out. Her face went so white and she broke out in a cold sweat. It's so funny. I'm the one getting my blood taken, yet she's the one passing out. Oh, yeah. So it probably worked out for the best anyways. I'm just glad it's over with. He told me that he'll contact me in about 2 weeks to let me know what the results were. So I'm glad he actually did a pap test too when he was there, because I was supposed to book one at my actual doctor's. I didn't bother because I knew I was having this done and I knew my period was due, and they book so far in advance, you just never know when you're gonna have a period, and I really don't think I would want to have that done while I'm actually, you know, on my period. So yeah, I just didn't bother, so now I don't have to book that test anyways. I was supposed to go for a full physical. I don't know, maybe I'll still do that. We'll see. I know the main reason I chose to go for a full physical was because my doctor told me I needed to have a pap test. I was due. So anyhow, oh yeah, I wanted to say a very special thank you to Federica. Her name is Almost Perfect Me here on YouTube. She gave me such a beautiful shout out, like a video exclusively to shout me out this morning. And I woke up and I saw that. Like, it's the first thing I saw when I woke up this morning before I had to get ready for my surgery, or yeah, my biopsy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, That was the sweetest thing ever. The things she said is so beautiful. I'm going to be making a shout out video here shortly, and so stay tuned because I have a lot of really wonderful new friends that I really would like to share with the world. You know, they deserve to be seen, and I feel like they're such positive and wonderful people who are all on the same journey. You know, we're all losing weight. Not all of them are weight loss surgery patients, but they're still on a weight loss journey nonetheless. And I feel like no matter what, all of us here together building this community and supporting one another is definitely going to help be that motivator and inspiration to push us even further. So again, thank you so much for that shout out. That really was so sweet, especially today of all days. Like I was terrified when I woke up this morning of this procedure because I knew how bad it was for me last time, and that kind of helped me push through the fear and just go do it. You know, this woman, she's a huge motivator. She does some very good motivational speaking. So yeah, thank you again. It really meant a lot to me. Anyways, I've already rambled so far enough, so I'm probably going to end this now and finish my lunch. And I guess I will talk to you all again next time. Bye for now, guys.